Hey guys, fun little workout we have planned for you today. We'll have a 20-minute flow sesh followed by a comp train workout that I came across that I like for several reasons. One being I like the movements, and two, I like the name. All right, so your 20-minute flow first. You have 30 jumping jacks, 10 odd object ground to shoulder, 10 leg lifts, 30-second quick taps, 10 odd object sumo deadlift high pull, 30 bicycle crunches, 30 plank jacks, and then 10 odd object strict press each arm. Now there's an optional movement you can do at the end of every round or save that for later, 30-second headstand after every round, or see if you can do at least 3 rounds of 30-second headstand. If you're pretty decent at headstands, I would say see if you can go as long as possible, 3 attempts. Okay, so back to the top of this flow. We have the 30 jumping jacks. Start in standing position, roll those shoulders back, nice and tall. As you jump out, your hands are gonna come up. Breathing in, breathing out, okay? Total 30 of those. If jumping jacks in this dimension doesn't work for you, you can do a half jack. Just to get the heart rate up, you're using the large leg muscles to warm you up, and hands are going overhead to elevate your heart rate, okay? If you do those, try 50 to 60, otherwise just do the 30 with those as well, okay? Then you have the 10 odd object ground to shoulder. So my odd object is my 10-pound slam ball. I can either lift it up and alternate shoulders, but if I have the right equipment, I can let it go over the shoulder if I choose. If you don't have an object like that, you can use a dumbbell, ground to shoulder, alternate if you like, or do 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Okay, after that, you have 10 leg lifts. So take it to the ground, hands like so at the small of your back or your tailbone, okay? Legs are going to start at 90 degrees from the hips, point the toes, and then bring the legs down as close to the floor as you can without touching. If this is too intense for you, bend the knees and bring the tippy toes to just touch the floor and roll in quickly. Okay, 10 of those. Followed by 30 seconds of quick taps. So watch the clock, shift the body weight to the starting foot behind you, and then quickly trade for that 30 seconds. If you want to up the ante, arms pump overhead, and again, that shoots the heart rate up. Okay, then you have 10 odd object or dumbbell sumo deadlift high pull. Okay, if you're doing one dumbbell in hand, your free hand is off the body, hips open, and then pull. You can do 5 on each side, or you can take one dumbbell to the center and do the same thing, but the dumbbell comes to mid-shin. If you have an odd object, eyes forward, and bring the hips to an open, and that ball comes to the chest. Okay, total 10 there. Then you have 30 bicycle crunches. And what we're looking for here is first to plant this part of your back toward the floor, lift those knees up, okay? You're going to lift the upper torso without the chin hitting the chest. Hands become behind the ears, and say I bring my left leg to an extension, my left elbow is going to reach toward that right knee, and just pump back and forth until you get to 30, and 1 is 1 rep. Does that make sense? I certainly hope so. All right, then you have 30 plank jacks. Find yourself in a nice high plank. Plant the hands directly into the shoulders, spread the fingers wide, extend those legs out, keep that rear end low, and jump open and back like scissors with those legs behind you. So this one, you don't want a little rounding in the back. You don't want the butt up. You want to maintain as straight a position as possible. But you're also not going to scissor very wide. They're quick and fast. Okay, then you'll have your 10 odd object strict presses. Let's do these ones seated. If you have one dumbbell, we're doing 10 on one side, 10 on the other. You can either have thumb facing back and keep this arm close to the body or the midline so that the bicep is almost touching the ear. Okay, if you want to hit all three heads of the deltoid, start with that dumbbell in front of you, and then as you initiate the press, you'll turn the wrist so that the thumb is facing inside as you go. Okay, again, 10 each side. If you have an odd object or just want to change things up a little bit, just going to hold it however you need. This could be a rock, this could be a backpack or anything. Same thing, you'll keep the elbow down, balancing that object in your palm, and you'll do 10 on each side there. Okay? Like I said, this is a 20-minute flow sesh. You can end each round with that 30-second headstand or work on headstands after. And what we're looking for is some kind of cushion for your head. It's been a while since I headstand, so let's see if this works out today. All right, so I like to go on the meaty part of my ab mat here. Top of my head, the crown is going to rest on top of that. I'm going to make a tripod position with my hands. I'm going to spread my fingers. And so I can see my hands in my peripheral here. Then I'm going to bring those legs to a straighter position so that I can rest my knees right on the triceps. And then my tippy toes should be able to touch the ground. I'm shifting my weight so that everything is stacked up from my head through my spine and then to my hips. And when I'm ready, I'm going to come to almost a crow position. If this is where you're comfortable, certainly stay here, because that in itself is still balancing. It's putting a lot of challenge and pressure on the wrists. Otherwise, if you're ready to go to the next step, you'll bring those legs together and then start slowly extending, squeezing the glutes, pointing the toes, even distribution of weight from the palms onto the head. All right, that worked out. 30 seconds there. All right, after that 20 minutes is up, or the 20 minutes is up and you just worked on headstands, then you're gonna get into the comp training workout we found, which is called Kansas City. There's a part A, there's a part B, okay? Both parts have 5 3-minute AMRAPs with a 1-minute rest in between each one of those. So your clock is gonna be set for 19 minutes, okay? The movements are as follows: 6 burpees, 8 cleans, whether it's an odd object, that's part A, or dumbbell alternating, part B. Both of them will have lateral jumps over and back. Okay, so what we're looking for. Part A, odd object. That could be your ball. It could be a sandbag. It could be your backpack loaded with whatever. And your odd object that you're actually going to use is the object that which you're going to jump over. So your 6 burpees, as always, what we're looking for here, I say that a lot, don't I, is hands to the floor, jump back, chest to death, okay? Pressing up, rolling up, if you will. Jump those feet to the hands, jump up, clap overhead. Okay, 6 of those. Followed by your odd object squat clean, according to comp train, but we in our box just call them cleans. You're gonna take it from the floor, open up those hips, almost like a medicine ball clean here with this object. Okay, and again, this can be a ball, a wall ball, duffel bag, sandbag, whatever. Followed by your lateral jump up and over. So it's here is 1, 2, 3, okay? As quickly as you can. In version B, Equipment side, same thing. Everything stays the same. Same burpees, but this time you'll take the dumbbell from the ground, open up the hips, clean, squat, stand up, touch the ground. Till you get 4 on each side, totaling your 8. Bring that object to the floor, lateral jump, back and forth. So that was 2. All right, so your RX for that is 50 pounds. If you're a guy, 35. If you're a lady, I'm completely out of breath. Standard CrossFit scale would be 35 pounds for the guys, 20 pounds for the ladies. We'll have level 3, level 2, level 1 available for that version. And then back to going to A, you're just gonna write whatever you did for your object and your weight if you know it. Okay, score is your grand total of reps inside your 1 minute rest. You might wanna write that down somewhere and then just total it up later. And grand total reps would be your score. If you have any questions, as always, give us a shout. We're here to help. Have fun with this one today. Thanks, guys.